So, this is what happens apparently when I have a fire pit hanging below all this wool. FML. But anyways, I will fix that in a moment. I will explain what I'm going to do about that nonsense. I'm actually thinking, I'll do it right now. I'll tell you right now. I'm going to get rid of this damn lava and replace it with probably like water or something. I don't know. It's not as brutal or anything, but... Oh, you know what? I could use cobweb. That would be like a real dick move. Haven't figured out yet. Oh my god, look at all this. I turned my back for like 5 minutes. Whatever. Okay, this is going to be the start of episode 3, everybody. Y'all know who I am by now. We are going to be going through the Netherworld, or what soon will be the Netherworld. What I'm thinking of doing is turning this room into an admin slash moderator slash close, super close friends sort of room where we all have our own personal little homes away from all of this, because as you know, the Netherworld works in a sense that if you make a portal in the Netherworld, like a certain distance away from the portal you used to get in there in the first place, you actually end up a lot farther away than you would expect. It's not the same distance between the two portals. It's like 10 or 50 times that or something. I'm not sure exact distances or anything, but it's pretty sweet. So I'm thinking this would be a great way to have people have their own little districts and own little areas without having it, you know, without needing it to intertwine with everything else here. Not that it's a bad thing, but the Minecraft world is huge. Why compact it into one small little area? So, ideas on how I'm going to develop this area. Let me first move this stuff here. Get some wool. Actually, no, not wool. I actually wanted glass. I'm thinking I will have this area in particular blocked off. Have like 2 iron doors here or something. And you'll actually have to come here and you'll actually have to either have confirmation or you might have to put in a code. I'm actually going to try to figure out how to do some sort of redstone inspired button system where you have to press these buttons in a certain order in order to unlock the doors. I'm thinking that might be something interesting and something that would be useful, especially in a room like this, but I'm not sure how to do it yet, so we'll have to wait and see. I might do something less high-tech until I actually learn how to do it, but the Netherworld portal, which I'll actually start constructing right before your very eyes, once I find the obsidian. Oh, obsidian, where art thou? Wow, I can't recognize anything with this texture pack. And I'll get the flint and steel just because I can. It will be 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. 2, 3. Crap. Okay, first thing I have to do, I have to remember to extend the rooftop by one square total, because the obsidian is going to hit the rooftop. Actually, let me do this for a second. See how it looks first before I start judging. You know what? Actually, it's not that bad, so scratch that. This looks fine. Shazam! We have ourselves a Netherworld portal. But I'm not going to actually use it yet. This room needs to be refurnished. These look awesome. I need to frickin' fix the mess that's out here. Oh my god. Piston trap, you ruined me. So, once we come back after these scheduled messages and whatnot, I will have this patched up. and I will start working on that room either by myself or with friends. So, fast forward! Okay, now I fixed up the floor here. Now that there's water under here, there is no going... Wow, bad English. There's not going to be any fires starting today. Nope. And ignore the whole that's what Destin 1 is working on. Now, I did a lot of work between the last part and now. This is actually Destin 1's work, where he actually put iron blocks. I think this is iron blocks, and basically making the hallways, this color to contrast the gold. And if you come into here, you might be wondering, hey, where's the floor? Well, that's because I am working on... breaking my legs? No. Working on a 3 lever password for the 2 iron doors that are right here. Now, this is actually one of the first times I've ever messed with redstone in this sort of fashion. You know, I used to do things like pressure plates and all that, and buttons to set off TNT, but nothing to this degree right here. This might be simple to a lot of people, but for me, this is kind of like, you know, I had to pat myself on the back because this was hard as fuck to figure out. Courtesy to LuclinMCWB for providing me, well, not just me, but his fan base, which includes myself, with Redstone Tutorials. He was doing this Redstone in a Minute series, mini-series, and he kind of gave us the basics as to how to utilize redstone in this sort of fashion. So, thank you, Lucklin, for doing those tutorials. It's been a huge help. I'm actually getting somewhere with these, with this lever password, and I'm actually going to go over how this works with everybody else. Now, this is the output. This is where it's going to lead up to the doors, and once the password is correct, this will light up, and in turn will open the doors. Now, as you can see, I have 3 sets of redstone wiring leading up to the back here. They lead up to 3 redstone torches. This is lever number 1, lever number 2, and lever number 4. This one's going to be blank because that lever is not part of the password. Now, I want you to take a look at the wiring for this lever in particular. As you can see, it's on. This redstone torch is on. And it leads up to here. Now, what happens if I flip this lever? The redstone turns off. So, that basically means that I got one of the 3 required switches correct. Now, this redstone torch isn't on yet, and it's only going to turn on once I flip lever number 3 and lever number 4 as so. Oh wait, no, not lever number 3, lever number 2. As you can see, the redstone is off. The redstone torches are off, and in turn, the redstone torch right here is on. So once I get the wiring correct, so it leads up to the iron door underneath, it's actually going to, once these 3 levers are flipped, it's actually going to open the door. And this is going to be a great password mechanism, or defense mechanism, whatever you want to call it, in order for us moderators and admins to be the only ones able to access this Netherworld portal. So that's about it. I will come back once I finish the redstone wiring completely and have these doors open when the password is inputted. And I will see you then. Fast forward! Okay guys, we are back, and I did a little bit more redstone wiring. Again, courtesy to LuclinMCWB. If not for your tutorials, I wouldn't have been able to figure this out by myself. I will definitely leave the videos to the redstone tutorials in particular that helped me make this redstone password mechanism to begin with. They will be in the video description. Thanks again to Lucklin, and I will now show you guys how this works. As I showed in the last part, you have to flip the correct switches in order to turn this redstone torch on. If one of them is incorrect, it will not light up. Now take a look at this torch in particular. It is on now, and this one is off. Now, if I input the password correctly, this is on and this is off. Now you might be wondering, okay, how are you going to open the door still? I mean, if the password is correct, how do you open this door? Well, I made this AND gate, which I still don't know a lot of the redstone terminology, but from what I understand, this password will prepare this gate's output for when you flip the switch. As you can see, this right here leads to some more redstone wiring leading up to a 5th switch. And what will happen is, once I flip this 5th switch, this redstone torch turns off. This in turn turns on. I'm guessing because both of these redstone torches are off. If even one of them were on, I'm presuming that, yeah, both of these redstone torches have to be off in order for this one to turn on. So, by first inputting the correct password, you effectively turn this one off. Then when you flip this, it will turn this one off, turning this redstone torch on, leading over to here, and it will open the door. Basically, in layman's terms, I got the password right, yo! Peace. Well, that was more like douchebag terms, but sorry. But yeah, this is the redstone password mechanism. It is finally complete. As complete as I will have it for this episode. Maybe eventually if somebody can help, I can try to get this door to open at the same time. But until then, I am relatively... Wait a minute. If I was to make another AND gate right here, wouldn't I be able to... That's something to dabble with in the future. But for now, I am done with the redstone password mechanism. Shut up, Destin. Of course I'm busy. I told you. I'm going to rebuild the floor and decorate the walls, and then when we are back, I will show you the completed room in all of its full, entire glory. So, hopefully you found this informative, and I will see you all in just a few seconds. Fast forward! Okay, everybody, we are back with the final part of episode 3 of Creative Sparks. If you just come in here with me. As you can see, the room is now complete. And pretty stylish, if I do say so myself. Let me reset these, I forgot to. Okay, so you walk in, have this nice black floor, and here is the entrance to the Netherworld, which appropriately enough has lava right above, and netherrack for the walls. Has some nice red carpeting as well. We have our 4-button password here, which actually, hold on. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. Oops, 4. Oh, let me get one more sign here. Keep out redstone room. As you can see, this leads down to the setup that I made for the password to begin with. We have the AND gate and the gate that I can't quite remember the name of. We have the redstone wiring that leads up behind here to the switches, the levers. Pretty freaking sweet. Oops, here we go. Okay. Password is 124, so this is what I would use to open the door, and I should actually consider making a sign for this. What should I call it? Need password. Okay, this is the gateway switch. If you flip it, the door's not going to open because you don't have the password. Now, you could just be all willy-nilly with the password trying to figure... Oh, crap. Well, I guess that could work, but basically it's a 3-lever password. 1, 2, and 4. Once these 3 switches are flipped, the redstone under here is deactivated, which activates this redstone torch, which in turn deactivates this redstone torch, and all you have to do is switch the gateway switch, which will turn off this one, which in turn turns on this one, and in turn will turn off this one, I think. God, this redstone stuff is kind of a lot to wrap your mind around, but as you can see, I was correct. The door opens, and there you go. God, I hope that doesn't burn anything to the ground. And Destin 1 is in the Nether doing stuff that God forbid, I don't even want to know. But that's about it for the Netherworld room, or the admin room, if I should so quaintly put it. I'm probably going to name it the admin room. Whatever the name of this room is going to be in the episode title, so... This has been episode 3 of Minecraft Creative Sparks. Hope you guys have enjoyed. I'm certainly enjoying doing this. I think this is a whole lot of fun, using too many items to create this world that has pretty much no limitations. Like, it's not like a survival server. You can just spawn items and make your dream buildings, or your dream world, per se. Uh-oh. Okay, sorry about that. Had to help him get out. But this has been episode 3. Hope you guys enjoyed. Not sure what episode 4 is going to be or when it comes out, but once it does, well, once I start working on it, I'll definitely leave a bulletin to let you guys know. So, that's about it, everybody, and be sure to check into my other videos. Thanks again to Luclin for giving those tutorials about redstone and doing passwords, and I will see you all very soon. Happy gaming, everybody.